Okay, so welcome to Command Your Business Facebook page. I'm going to be talking to two people here in the audience, actually three now. Welcome, Brett. Three people in the audience, and I'm also going to be talking to you on Zoom as well. So if I'm not making eye contact, please do not worry. Hey, Jan, how you doing? So 4 people actually live in the audience. So my attention will always be on the camera. It will be around the room. We're going to get started with our business Facebook pages. It is very, very easy to create a business Facebook page. As long as you have your personal page set up, we can make one within maybe 5 minutes. So this is not going to be a full hour class. It'll be about a half an hour. A lot of it is going to be content filling, information. The actual creation of the site, though, takes about 5-10 minutes. So we're going to start off. I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to hide everything. Oh, no, I didn't. I want to hide the videos first. Okay. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to Facebook.com and I'm going to log into my personal page. Now on my right-hand side, you'll see that I have sponsored here first. Then down below it says your pages. These are pages that I have been able to create or that I'm an admin of. And if I want to see all of my pages, I can click on the 3 dots or the ellipse, and I can see that I have these pages. Great. So you can have multiple pages if you want. It doesn't have to be set to 1. You could have 1 to 50, however you would like. To create the page, I'm going to go up to the menu button, which is right up here. It's going to have the grid of dots. If I hover over it, it says menu. I'm going to click on that. And then on the right-hand side of that menu page is the create menu. And the first 3 I have is post, story, and room. The 4th is going to be page. I want to click on page. And then once I click on page, it has the create a page wizard basically, and it's going to be created in 3 simple steps. The first, I need a name for the page. Now in my actual business page, I'll show you my name. Come on, switch over. All right, so my business page name is Blakewood Bold, and I put a dash, Keller Williams Realty Gold, because that is my market center that I'm part of. That is something you may want to name your business page. It may be something other closer to your branding. If maybe you are like a sell Suncoast Homes, that could be the title of your business page if you'd like it to be. But make your title something close to what you're doing. So I have Blakewood Bold, Keller Williams Realty Gold. Then down below, I have a username for the page, and then my category is real estate agent. To create this, I'm going to go into that page that we have created, and my name, let's say I'm going to be KW. So this is just for practice. I'm not actually going to be this page, but right now it's just KW Select / Lakewood Range. I'm just calling it for the page name. Then the category, I'm going to start typing the word real. And then real estate pops up, real estate agent, lots of real estate categories. I'm going to start with real estate agent, and I can have up to 3 of these. So I have a real estate agent, type in real, then do real estate, real again, and then real estate service. I could also do real estate company if I want to.
So realtor is not a choice?
Realtor is not. And that is because it is a copyrighted word meant, and then Facebook doesn't want to get into those legalities.
Okay.
And then in the description, it should be short, usually about a sentence long. I'm going to say helping I'm going to look myself. So my description is helping people buy and sell homes in Southwest Florida. You can change that up a bit. Helping people buy and sell businesses, helping people buy and sell land, anything that we can sell within our license, you can put that in your description. So land, commercial, residential. Not sure about actual physical businesses. I'd be careful of that, but you can definitely put commercial in there because we are licensed to do that. So we'll just have that for the description. And then all I have to do is click create page. It goes through and it creates that page. And now I can go through and I can start adding some pictures. Pictures are very important. If you don't have a picture, people are not going to stop. They're not going to look at it. They could care less if you don't have something in there. People are very visual creatures. They want to see. They don't like to read. They want to have that image. So I'm going to click add a profile picture. And I'm going to use my headshot that I use in all of my marketing material, because that way with branding wise, when they see it on my business card, they're going to see it on my Facebook page. They'll see it on my real estate website, and everything that I have on my marketing materials is going to be that same headshot. So I'm going to go find that. Now, I did get my headshots professionally done, and I do recommend doing that once you may have a little bit of money. It's definitely worth it. You look more professional when you have a professional headshot. All right, so now that I have my picture loaded up, you can see that it is in the profile section. And now I'm going to add a cover photo. The cover photo is in the back. And I like to go to a website called pexels.com. That's PEXELS.com. And this is royalty-free stock photos. So you can use these in all of your marketing purposes and not pay a dime for it. And they have a ton of stuff. All I have to do is search for things, shows me suggestions, like here, water, sunset, Miami, nature wallpaper, all that fun stuff, but I don't have to use that. I'm gonna say palm, oh, I already have palm trees, but let's say sunset. Here are all these sunset pictures.
Look at the heart.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Beautiful.
And it's free to use. This is beautiful, free to use. This looks kind of spooky. I'm not going to use that. Not going to use this. Why am I not going to use this one?
No mountains.
It's not, yeah, mountains. There's no mountains in here. We have no mountains, but we have beaches. I wouldn't use that one either. This one, I would use this one possibly. This is pretty nice too.
Just look when you
I like
stretch out, because some of these are vertical, if you want a horizontal picture.
Yes, that is a good point. So you could use a horizontal or vertical, but you can make them as big as you'd like it to make it that vertical. And I'll show you. So let's use, this is nice. I like this. So I would probably use this picture. But for our question, I'll show you, we'll use, no, I don't want that. We'll use this one. So we're gonna use this one just to show you what I mean. So I download it and I'm gonna go into canva.com. Canva.com it's awesome. I actually pay for it. It's a very good graphic design software that you don't need to know how to do any type of graphic design. It is drag and drop. It is super easy to use. So I can create a nice background photo in probably less than 5 minutes. And I'll show you how to do that. I do have a separate Canva class that we do. So we won't spend a lot of time in it, just these few minutes.
How much is it, do you know?
Free, they have a free account, and then they have a yearly account, and it's about 150 a year. But the free account, you can do a lot of the same stuff I'm gonna show you right now.
Okay, I like free.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go into my Canva account, and I'll click Create a Design, and I'm gonna search Facebook. And they already have a lot of templates laid out to the sizes for Facebook specifically. So I'm gonna choose Facebook cover. It creates a canvas for me in the size that the Facebook cover is gonna be. It's gonna have some template suggestions, but I'm making my own. So I'm going to click on Uploads. I'm gonna upload media, that new picture I downloaded. You're gonna see it's that vertical look right here. So I'm just gonna click it, the picture comes in, and now I'm going to make it horizontal, or yeah, horizontal instead of vertical. So I'm gonna make this picture bigger. And
So you're
wider.
just gonna call
I'm just gonna crop and zoom until I am right up in that canvas, the whole thing. And then I can move this picture around if I want to. Let's put. There. All right. So that's not bad. That looks nice. I can see palm trees and the ocean, sunset in there. It makes me feel good and warm. So I'm going to keep it like that. And then I have also uploaded the office logos from kwconnect.com into here as well. To find those logos, you're going to go to kwconnect.com. You're going to log in using your username and password for MyKW that Scott Leroy would have sent you. And then I'm going to go to resources. I'm going to click on marketing. From here, I'm going to click logos and branding. Scroll down. There's going to be a search box, and I'm going to put the Market Center number in here. That's 373. And I will click download. Once I download, I'm going to have a couple different folders inside of that zip file, and they're going to have all different types of logos, which I'm going to show you inside of Canva. So the logos that are going to be in there are these right here. And because I have a darker picture, I'm going to use this white Keller Williams Realty Select. I'll click on that. And I'm just going to make it, tap it bigger. And it doesn't have to be Keller Williams Select. It could be anything that you want to put in here for the background picture. But I would suggest it to go with the branding of your business. So I'm an agent Keller Williams Realty Select. So this is what I'm going to download. That looks nice to me. I'm okay with that. I'm going to call this download. It's going to ask me what file type do I want. I'm going to choose a PNG. And then I'll click download. So I've now downloaded that. Oops, wrong one. So I've downloaded that. I'm going to click add cover photo. My new file that I've just downloaded. And I'll click open. It's going to load in. Come on. There it is.
Nice.
And then I'll click save. Oops. Click save. So once I click save, it's going to ask me a couple different setup questions. The first is, do I want to connect my phone number to WhatsApp? So Facebook owns WhatsApp, and if you connect it, it allows you to get messages through WhatsApp and phone calls directly from your business page. You don't have to use this option if you don't want to. I usually don't turn this on unless I want somebody to call directly from here. If you're running the app directly from your phone, it might be something you want to do, because that way when they press that button to contact you now, it's gonna ring your phone and you'll just pick it up and do that. Most people are using their phone to scroll Facebook. So that could be an action button that you want to include, which we're gonna go over in a moment. So I'm not gonna do WhatsApp.
They can't call you from the call now, but unless you're. on the WhatsApp.
They can. WhatsApp is just another service.
I see, okay.
How did you get, I'm sorry, how did you get that?
So I clicked save. I clicked the save button and that popped up.
Facebook is connected to WhatsApp. so
Yep.
they're dragging you in whenever they.
Yes, yeah, they want you to use all their products. So when it goes out, like it did a couple days ago, everything goes out. All right, so we are on our main page now, and it shows me that I have a few steps to finish setting up your page for success. The first is to establish the page's identity. I have one step left. Tells me to add a profile picture, even though I already have it. I'm gonna click it just to get rid of this. I've already done this. I'm gonna click and skip because I've done it. I'm not sure why it's not reading it. But it shows me that I have completed all of my page's identity. Go back up. Close. Okay. Now I'm gonna provide info and preferences. So it's gonna ask me, what's my website? Who has a website?
Do we have one at KW.com?
You do. You all have a website. It's a trick question. I'm gonna add a website, and that website will be listed on that Scott Leroy email that you guys got with all your login information. I'm gonna put that in here. If you have purchased a separate website, you can enter that web address here. So mine is lakewhitple.kw.com. Hold on. Whew, I can only take so much noise. I could also choose my page doesn't have a website. I don't want that because it's not true.
Is ours gonna be similar to yours? Just
It-
around there?
Yes, it will. It'll be actually, yeah, it'll probably be your first and last name. Mhm. If not, in the question setup that you went through with Nicole, she may have asked you what you want your web address to be. It would usually default to your first and last name. though.
Okay.
You can always, now speaking about website, you can always buy a custom domain name and have it redirect to this website as well. So it doesn't have to be .kw.com. Could be floridasunShineHomes.com and have it redirect here as well. That's a separate class.
Can I ask you another question?
Sure.
Just going back to what you said earlier, you had put Southwest Florida,
Mhm.
that you're doing real estate in Southwest Florida. Our MLS only goes down to Venice, right? It doesn't go to Fort Myers.
It'll go to Cape Coral.
And is that south of Fort Myers?
It is north of Fort Myers, like right before Fort Myers. So you can get onto their MLS. You go on like as a secondary just for like looking purposes.
Okay.
And you can, I would speak to, I believe Scott, if you want access to theirs.
That's okay. I'm
Yeah.
happy where I am.
Yeah, it's because, right, I only say Southwest Florida because it's a large selection in between. And you can always get access to there if you need it.
Yeah.
So
I would consider Naples to be Southwest. Is that not?
that's also Southwest, yeah.
It is, okay.
We're just, because in Inglewood, we're considered like, Sarasota, I feel is like the most north part of Southwest Florida.
Okay.
And then everything down all the way to maybe even Miami on our side could be Southwest.
Okay, all right, good.
It's very subjective.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have my website in here. I don't need to press enter or anything. This green check mark means it has been saved. So I can click on that X and it's out of there. I can add location info now. And I'm gonna put in the address. Is it 1820? What's our address here?
Is it?
Uh,
It's like two, let's see.
I think there might be
202.
one in it.
Oh, the address?
Yeah,
Eight.
8210.
8210. I had the
Yeah,
numbers.
close.
Had the right numbers. So I'm just putting in the address of the office, which is also what you'll want to do. You don't want to put your home address on here. What's our zip code?
34202.
Then the most annoying part to me is this map placement. Because it doesn't automatically zoom in for me. So I need to like click in,
It's Africa,
Drag,
South
yeah.
America.
it puts me in either the ocean or here, I'm almost in the Bahamas. Yeah, this is where Stellar stops, like Cape Coral. We are about right there.
So you're
This-
mapping to the office?
Yeah, yep, so you're gonna put it onto the office, that's Blue Ridge. University. Think we're right here-ish.
It's a crossroad.
Yeah,
I think that's.
this is because this is where the downtown is. And then this is where, yeah, we're right here. And all I have to do is put,
You're
really?
like,
there we go, I zoom in, yep, this is us right here,
Yeah.
we're in this building. So from this building, I now have it on the map to show we're right there. If you don't want to put a location, you don't have to, you can always say that my page does not have a location. But I prefer to have it on there. So I'll put the X. Business hours. What's your guys' hours? What do you work?
9 to 5?
9 to 5? Yeah, maybe. You could, if you want to.
In your dreams.
9 to 5.
9 to 6?
You're gonna work all the time.
Yeah, round the clock till I get a train.
Yeah, yes.
We put 24/7?
You can put always open, but I wouldn't recommend it. I'm gonna say no hours available. So that way it doesn't show up on there.
Oh.
You're not gonna, if you say always open, people are gonna call you at 11 o'clock at night. It's gonna happen. So don't do that. Just say no hours. That way you have all the control of saying, yep, I'll contact you when this is happening. The only people you should really be talking about or talking to at 11 o'clock at night are people you've been working with already that you're probably in a transaction with, or another agent. So I'm going to leave this no hours available. And then I'll click this, closed. This is, once again, it's going to tell me that I should add hours. I'm going to click that more. And I'm just going to say this does not apply to my page. Add phone number. I'm going to put my business phone number in here. So I'm going to put my country code. US, United States. Super 860-4926, that's my cell phone. And then it lets me connect my WhatsApp again. And then right below that, I'm going to actually say save and finish later for that one, because maybe I do want to add it later. You never know. I'm going to click add an action button now. Add a button. And there are about 3 here that actually apply to us. Well, maybe a little more than 3. So we could do a follow, which means they can follow your business page. You can only do one button.
Oh, you can only do one.
Yep, so you can either choose follow, book now, call now, contact us, send an email. That's it, it's about 4.
So we can only choose one at a time or only one period?
One at a time, so you can switch them up if you'd like to. But on mine, my other one, I have a book now button. It only says edit because I'm logged in and this is my business page and I can have full access to it. If you are a consumer or someone that liked the page, you would see a book now button. And the reason I chose book now is so they can book appointments with me, mainly for anything like class related one-on-ones along those lines. If I was actively selling real estate, I'd probably do, I could do send a message too. I would probably do send an email, because that way I can save those things accurately. So I'd want them just to send an email to me. If I choose call now, which is another viable option, it's gonna ask me what phone number do I want people to reach me at. I put my phone number in here. And then, so I've set everything up. I only have one step left, really. And then I'm gonna start inviting friends. It says invite friends to like your page. I wanna invite everybody. So I'm gonna click see all friends. And I'm going to click select all. Now, okay, so right now my friends show that I have 1,129. I only know maybe about 300 of those people. If anyone tells you ever to go ahead, join some groups, it'll be fun. Friend them all, it'll be fun. It won't be. You're gonna see a lot of crazy on there, on your Facebook feed. You're like, I don't wanna see any of this stuff. So don't do it. Only, like, send friend requests to people you know and have met. That's just my little forewarning. So don't do it. It may sound appealing, it's not. And then you're gonna send invites to everyone. I am not gonna do that because this is not a Facebook page I'm going to be keeping. So I click send invites and they would all get the invites. And then if you had that number, you're going to see it spike up to several hundred people at the same time, which is nice. Say, oh, 80 people liked your page today. That always feels good. Now, you can promote your page by clicking on this promote to have people like it. That is not going to have them on your personal page, just your business page. So that is A-okay. Promote to everybody and anyone. Because we can also go in and turn off all the comments so crazy people can't comment on things either. So let's
So if
keep
you have
going.
somebody posting crazy comments, you can turn them off.
Mhm, yep, turn them off.
So what does promote do exactly?
It's like advertising your page.
The cost, right?
It does, yep, a promotion will cost.
So do you create a specific ad before you?
Yes, yep, so it'll be like a paid ad. You can do that through Command as well, which I would recommend overdoing it through Facebook. It's always cheaper through Command because of the deals that we have struck with them. So I go through Command to create that. But anyways, I've invited all my friends now. You can see more tips, and then I could come down here to create an ad if I'd like to. Then I have more free Facebook business tools, like the appointment calendar. I can post a job, or I can even sell products. Posting a job is very simple. Maybe you're ready for an assistant. You could post an assistant job out there. Or even as you grow larger, operations managers, property managers, things along those lines. I can see insights. Here's my about section. I can also edit things directly from here. Photos. And then page transparency.
Like if we're a member of a group, like Lakewood Ranch Ladies Group, would that be separate from my actual friends? Because I know I joined one and it
Yes.
said realtors aren't allowed to join. And that's
Yes.
so I want to be careful not to step
Right.
on somebody's toes.
Yes, so if you were not a realtor before you joined,
Mhm.
I would not market yourself as a realtor in that group
So how-
because that's the rules. If the rule isn't there, then you can market yourself as a realtor unless it says no advertising or that kind of stuff. Along those lines.
But they won't come in as a friend, will they?
No.
So the groups aren't.
Groups will not add those. I mean, you will see recent postings of activity within the group, but they're not gonna see things on your personal page and you won't see things on their personal page. You're only gonna see happenings within that group.
So for my business page, when I select all friends, that group won't come in.
No,
Okay, that's what I need to do.
nope.
Thank you.
All right, so now we have set up the page. We're gonna go ahead and make our first post. So it's create post. And can anyone tell me the ratio of posts that you should be making?
How many per week?
Yeah, okay, that's one. Let's see, how many per week and what is the ratio of personal, well, not personal, but infotainment
Hmm,
and business?
hmm.
28.
It's the 80-20 principle, yep. Which is which though?
80 business, 20 personal? No.
Flip that around.
That's it.
Yep. So we actually want to keep our people entertained with infotainment. And infotainment is fun things that will keep people informed. So you could have market stats for a local neighborhood maybe, and you can make that fun. Maybe you could have like a cute little dog, like maybe a dog picture and a little thought bubble coming up with the market stats in there. I would stop and look at that, like, oh, what's the dog thinking about? That's weird, housing numbers, okay, but this is my infotainment. I can have fun videos of community events happening. So let's say, Jan, you were talking about being part of a women's group, Lakewood Ranch Women's Group. Maybe you guys do a get together or something.
Mhm.
You could film some of that happening and post it on your Facebook saying, oh, you know, we all got together and we did this, so on and so forth. Could be family things. It could be a little bit behind the scenes because people like to know you're a real person. When they see strict business, they will get bored. I get bored. It's true. And when I give these recommendations, it's because I try to feed off what do I like as a consumer. If I like to see something, then if I do it, I'm more likely to even click on that. And I know there's a lot of people out there like me, so they will click on it as well. Same things goes when you're creating a post, put emojis in there, because that'll stop people from scrolling quickly through it. They're gonna stop to see what the emoji is and why it's in there.
So just 1 or 2 emojis or
Oh, 4 or 5.
throw them in there?
Yeah, depending on how long that is, and it shouldn't be too long. If it is a large statement or like an article, post the link in there and do a quick blurb of like, hey, check this out, this is really cool. And then 1 sentence, maybe 3 emojis, 5 would probably kill it. but. So a post, won't be good. I'm gonna put a link here to my website that has properties within maybe Lakewood Ranch. Let's see, great place to live. So great place to live. I'm gonna click on the little emoji icon down here, the little smiley face. Choose the star. Oh, it's not purple. So emojis are gonna go at the end, and you have to copy and paste them in.
Third emoji class.
I can make an emoji class.
My phone, they're so tiny, I need to get some.
Yeah,
They are, and that's why I like to use the computer to make the emojis on here.
Did you hear about the moms that were using little dog poop and they thought it was a chocolate kiss?
That's
Sending to their
That's
kids,
funny.
sending them a kiss and they're really
That's
dog
the
poop.
poop emoji. Mhm.
Like that one right there on the right, isn't that it?
Yep, that's the poop
Yeah.
emoji. Yep.
Does it tell you, does it have a name?
It does not.
They thought it was a Hershey kiss.
Mhm.
Wow.
Sometimes you gotta send a little poo to get some attention.
Or a dancing cat.
Yeah, dancing cats always work. There is like a commercial that has like a cat band in it or an internet movie. And it's not movie, but an internet meme. And it's cats playing instruments like rocking out. And it is super funny. And I don't know why I think about it, but it is hilarious to me. And it's just all these cats like pounding on instruments. I don't know, but that is something you could incorporate, something funny that sticks in your head will stick in someone else's head too.
Mhm.
So if I could find that cat video of the cat band,
Mhm.
I would put in something like, Maybe I turn it into a little movie, and I would say, rocking out to your favorite band. Why don't you listen to it in your new house? And then something about like with my information at the end type of deal.
Gotcha.
Then I could post that.
So you can use somebody else's content.
Um,
How's that work?
yes, as long as you're not taking credit for it.
Yeah. Okay.
So that would be, if I'm making videos, I need to have either license the content
Mhm.
or I am using like a free royalty-free, like a Pexels type version, but with
Okay.
video.
I see.
So there is, so I
Yeah,
couldn't use the cat video thing unfortunately, because I don't own it.
Right.
If I reached out to the owner and asked for permission, if they gave it to me, then yes, I could.
Okay.
And that isn't unheard of. You can reach out to content creators and say, do you mind if I use this content? Or can I get a small license or something along those lines? And they're like, oh, money for my work? Sure, I love money, or I love credit.
Sure.
It's funny stuff, but it's okay to create your own funny stuff too. So maybe take inspiration from your people who make you laugh and then do the same things.
So
So
mention Pexels.com, is there
Yes.
one for video?
not that I've found. But I also haven't looked for it. I'm sure there is something out there. I use a lot of images for teaching. Video is not something I teach a lot, and when I do teach video, it's always 100% created content that I make. So I don't have to go through that licensing thing. So,
So what about your personal family? You wouldn't really want to post that to your business page, would you?
you can, it doesn't have to be a lot of information. It could be like, we went to the beach, or the family went to the beach, and just you're talking about it. You don't have to show them at all.
Okay.
So you're talking about it, and you can be like, let's say you're doing a little selfie video. You're holding the phone, you're talking about it, like, hey, we went to the beach, and even if your family's in there for a second, you're just doing a quick, and you can't see anybody.
Okay.
It's just, oh, there's a bunch of people there,
Mhm.
great, they're having a good time. Maybe it's later at night, you have a bonfire, you have a little footage of the bonfire. So there's ways around it. You can tell that there's people there, just not in camera, and you can't identify them. That's also how you get around getting a release notice signed for that too. You can show like feet, like the bottom, like just like quick of their shoes. You can't identify people by their shoes. So at least most people can. So let's see, I put a. So I put that in there. Let's see, I also want to add some sort of picture or an image as well, because that's going to cause people to stop also. So let's just say this is one that I created. I made this inside of Canva, and then I'm going to click post. I can schedule posts in here. So if I don't want to post it right away, I can have it later on. I come down to the side, I go to publishing tools. On the left-hand side. So if I'm sitting at home and I am thinking I need to work on my real estate business, what can I do? And I don't feel like calling people because I've already called 50 people today, but I need to do some more. I'm going to sit and create some content for my social media. I'm going to make Facebook posts, I'm going to schedule them. I'm going to make YouTube videos, I'm going to schedule them. I'm going to make enough content for the month so I don't have to worry about it. So I'm going to look up, what are the holidays? And I mean like weird national holidays.
Chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah.
Yay.
National days. Calendar at a glance, national days. See, it is October. So let's find out what today is. Oh. October 12th. Come on, open. And most days have multiple types of days. Today is National Savings Day. Ooh, that's a good one for us.
Mhm.
National Vermont Day.
Kickbutt day.
National Free Thought Day, National Farmers Day, National Gumbo Day. Nice. So these are all things you can create inside of Canva saying, Happy National Savings Day, and then have a picture of like a money sign or cash just around there, or even like a vault. Funny, silly, yeah, like National Kick Butt Day. That's perfect. That's funny. Let's see, the 13th. Navy birthday. Let's see. National Curves Day, National Emergency Nurses Day. Ooh, that could be a good recognizing the emergency nurses out there type post. National Bring Your Teddy Bear to Work Day. Ooh, my favorite,
Yeah,
National Dessert Day. Oh, and Be Bald and Be Free Day.
it's gotta be our birthday.
Yeah,
Thursday's your day. Like,
it's gonna be
Thursday's your day.
awesome. So you can find a lot of good things to post out there. And if you get people going, what is this? That's weird. You can even have a poll. Are you curious as to what this day is? Ask me, what is it? And they're gonna start a conversation. That's the goal, is to get them to start a conversation with you through Facebook, through YouTube, through Instagram. You want them to just start talking to you. Mhm. But yeah, I love it's nationaldaycalendar.com. Absolutely, it's my pleasure. All right, so if we go into, we'll go back. We have several different types of items on the side. I have the newsfeed, which is we have now. If we were selling something, we can do manage shop. The inbox is going to tell you what messages you've received on your page. Podcasts, you can create your own podcast, which is not a bad idea. You can talk about the market at the moment. Maybe you do a daily podcast saying the market of today. Business apps, so this is integrations within here into Facebook itself. Resources and tools, if I click on that and it loads. This is a small business resource page and how to use it on Facebook. So you can go through here and learn more information about that. Oh my gosh, stop this. Manage jobs. So this is if you have posted any jobs and you need to manage them. Notifications are going to be how you receive notifications on information coming through. Insights talk about how people are interacting with your Facebook page. So clicks, likes, interactions, these are all numbers that are monitored in there. And they're usually good. You can tell this, use them to tell a story if you want to, but not many people want to know the story of your Facebook page. It's going to be used for you to see how your advertising marketing works. So you can see what post outperformed the other and try to duplicate that same success and push it higher. Publishing tools, this is where I can schedule those posts. Ad Center, I can create ads through the Ad Center here, but I say you do it through command. It's going to be a lot easier and a lot cheaper. Page quality, this is going to be if you had any hits or dings on your page saying it was inappropriate, and put Facebook jail. Usually you'll be okay. Edit page info, if I click here, this is going to let me edit anything that I have worked on in here. And settings, if I click on settings, this is where I can turn on and off posts, people posting on here, my visitors, page visibility, captions, profanity filter, page updates, age restrictions. All that's going to be done through the general tab in the settings. And I have a lot of different types of settings within here as well. Most of these you're not going to use. You may use the messaging setting as well. So general and messaging are going to be the big ones. And on the main page, we'll be using these as well. These are the only ones you'll end up using the most.
So if you do have somebody posting profanity, you just click that button and they're not supposed to be able to post it? or-
Well, if you use the profanity filter, it won't allow those words to be posted. But I personally, yeah, I'll turn that on just in case.
Okay.
Because you never know what people will put.
I can see some people trying to jump in there and post
Yeah.
some crazy stuff, so.
Some people will try to be silly and post some silly things, and that profanity filter definitely does help.
Yeah, I think they're silly.
That goes back to my whole don't friend 1,000 some odd people that you don't know. We'll take a look. So the profanity filter turned off, I just click it to turn it on. Save changes. So now I wouldn't be able to have profanity on there. I can have words, I can block specific words on page moderation. I can have age restrictions set. We don't really care about the age restrictions. We're not putting anything inappropriate up there. Some of the content just may not be exciting for, I don't know, if a 10-year-old went on here. Page is visible to everyone, so country restrictions, there's none. Others tagging this page, I may turn that off because I have seen where some people get tagged in those like scam, like let's say a purse or like a high-end bag is for sale, and then, oh, these things are for sale. I just turn that off so other people can't tag that page. Let's see, tagging ability, I can only tag people within the pages. Messages, people can contact my page privately, that's fine. And then post and story sharing, post sharing to stories is on, we'll keep that on. Auto-generated captions, so if you have video, it will auto-generate captions for you. You can leave that on or off, that's up to you. Then visitor posts, anyone can publish to the page, anyone can add photos to the videos to the page. If I choose this, I can choose if I want to just allow it and I don't have to review it, or I can review posts by other people before they're published on the page. I would choose that.
Do you get alerted or do you have to?
You'll get a notification, yep. And it'll pop up here in this little bell. I can also disable posts by other people altogether. I don't want that. I want them to interact with me. But it is an option. So I'll click this review posts and save changes.
If you have somebody who's really doing damage to you on it, you could just block them on this Facebook page as well.
Actually, no, we can't remove followers.
Okay.
We can't see who our followers are either.
Right.
But I believe if you go in and click on them, you may be able to stop them. It's very rare that people do attack like that. And if it does, we can always either restart the page or delete it if need be. Those are like extreme chances, but there are ways to get rid of them.
Hope that won't happen.
Yeah, it should. But that is your Facebook business page.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm amazed at how easy it is to connect. to
It
set
is,
up.
yeah.
So first of all, delete people we don't know on our Facebook.
No, I mean, if they haven't caused any issue before, you can leave them on there.
Okay.
I just wouldn't go out and friend 1,000 of them.
Mhm.
So I'm the case study for that. Don't do it.
Okay.
If we do want to join groups in general though.
Yep.
Would we do that with our personal page, or you can join groups with your business page as well?
Yes, so it'll depend on the group. The group will allow you in their settings, it'll say, do you want them to be able to join as the personal page or as a business page? They can say both, one or the other, neither type deal. So it's up to the group. But yes, you can join as your page.
All right.
I apologize because I came in late, but how did we get to this? Do you do it off of your personal page?
Yes, yep. So you go to, you'll log into your personal page and you're going to click on this menu button up at the top. And then there's going to be a create side on the right-hand side. And then you'll click page.
So menu create page.
Yeah.
too easy. That's wonderful.
When you
news.
create
I
Thanks for
wouldn't
bringing
I
that
wouldn't
up.
have got it if I did,
Oh,
nobody showed me.
Yeah,
And you can have as many pages as you want.
it's nice to know where the logos are.
Yes, yep, KW Connect has the logos. And once you get them, you can start slapping them on everything you want to.
How do we parlay this into Twitter and? the other-
So I wouldn't use Twitter, honestly. That's my personal opinion. The news cycle is way too fast on Twitter. You post it out there, it's gone within 5 seconds. So everything, I'm just not worth it to me.
Same thing with Snapchat?
Snapchat's a little different because you have your own custom audience. Twitter, I mean, we haven't breached the realm of Snapchat yet for advertising.
Snapchat.
We're looking more at TikTok.
Yeah.
Look at TikTok more than Snapchat.
Snapchat's kind of good on the personal side,
Mhm.
but from what I understand with Snapchat, there's a spotlight feature. And you can actually get like a revenue through that as well. I haven't done it myself. But it's kind of like a public Snapchat, then
Okay,
I think you kind of also aren't gonna have so much of a personal account either. However, the youth and such, like many people, it's definitely power of the internet with that.
yeah. I would honestly,
Yeah.
Snapchat. I don't know enough about Snapchat to say yea or nay. Right now, I'm just like, TikTok, those yes.
I don't know enough about any of it.
Yeah.
What about Instagram?
Instagram, yes, for sure. These you can cross, you can cross post on, oh my gosh, on Instagram and your Facebook business page. So that'll be content for both of them at the same time.
And your YouTube videos, you obviously bring.
You can
links.
post them there, yeah.
So Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, you're saying?
Yeah. And TikTok is fairly new for us as well, just as an advertising realm, so we need to learn more about it, but I would say for sure it's being used by young people who are gonna be moving into the home buying sphere within the next probably 5 years. Or less.
Yeah, like a lot of, I don't have TikTok myself, like I have, I don't really use it. Cause I don't really, I was gonna say, I found it to be a waste of time, however, there's a lot of productive stuff on it and investments and stuff. People have gotten into it, but a lot of college kids and the youth, they just watch, you could say like stupid videos.
Yeah,
on
it's
TikTok.
entertaining, that's the only thing I
Yeah.
know.
Well, that's that infotainment right there.
But yeah, so in the business side, you can use some creativity, and there's definitely an audience out there. But they're younger people, I'd say, but it's definitely all ages at the same time.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat.
Just think of the content, create it. You can spend, like, it doesn't have to be right off the top of your head. You can have production meetings or meetings with yourself or whoever is helping you film it. My background is film and entertainment. My degree is in film. So when I say production meeting, that means you're sitting down with a team, you're talking about a script, you're going over camera angles, you're going over everything that you want to have seen in the end result. And that's something I would apply to all of your videos that you do, because it's going to look a little bit better, even if you're doing a quick 30-second video. Pre-think, I want this angle. I want to show this behind. Otherwise, and you'll see the difference between just going, oh, okay, this is it. And then, okay, I want to have this KW sign behind me. I want to say this exactly. Pre-thought is definitely key when it comes to videos. Even the silly videos, they are thought out. And that's the whole reason that you have them on camera, because they have been thought out. If it was just a random thing happening, it's not going to be very good. But the best things that you see have always been thought out and planned out. All right. Well, that's what I got today.
Do you teach a class on Instagram? I was thinking I saw something on the calendar, but I don't see it now.
I have not taught anything Instagram. Susie teaches a social media workshop, and she goes over all that. I think it's like once a quarter she does it.
Okay.
So hopefully that's coming up. Probably, I don't know when. I would ask her about it if she's going to do it. If not, we can always do a class on it.
Okay.
Any suggestions for your personal Facebook page?
What kind of suggestions?
like